What's up, everyone? I'm Jimmy. Welcome to another Jimmy's Top 5. All right, today we got Jimmy's Top 5 things you need to know before you spend $1,000 on an online course. And hey, listen, anybody doing any sort of business, they could take advantage of this and learn something for sure. But this is more specifically geared towards what? Towards online business, towards if you want to start a YouTube channel. There's all types of people telling you all types of things, and it seems to me like the money spot is what? $1,000. Or no, what they do is for $99, you can get yourself this. Oh, but what's the value? They always tell you the value. It's like they have it all. Like anybody determines this except for them, right? It's like, oh, a $16,000 value, but we're gonna give it to you for 1,000%. Like, come on, what do you think I am? Think I'm a sucker? Anyway, my YouTube channel has been up for about a year. Actually, I'm coming up on my year anniversary, but I feel like I can help people because I was in sales for 10 years before I got into comedy and acting and content creation. And the truth is, like, I know the difference between a good sales pitch and a good product. So I'm out here trying to help you guys because, you know, when COVID happened and COVID hit, man, I wanted to get almost all in on YouTube. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. And you think that, you know, as Americans especially, we feel like we have lightning in the bottle. And if we can pay to save time to microwave the situation and get us, you know, quick to the finish line, then we're gonna do that. But the truth is that it's tough to do that, you know. So make sure that, hey, some of these trainings that are out there are actually helpful for you, but you gotta make sure that you're purchasing them in the right stage in your cycle of growth as a business person, because the truth is, on the front end, you want to spend as little amount of money as possible. But you have to be able to find something that's a good fit for you. Like if you hear somebody say something like, hey, anybody could benefit from this, doesn't matter, pay $1,000. Like, no. Like the riches are in the niches, they always say that, and it's the same thing with training. Like you need someone to help you to do exactly what you're trying to do. The reason why I ultimately decided to go with Video Ranking Academy is because I was like, I'm trying to create a YouTube channel. They have successfully created a YouTube channel, and they have over 2 million followers, so they clearly kind of know what they're doing. It's proof in the pudding or whatever. Okay, here is thing number 1 you need to know. All right, you don't need to spend all the money. I know you're very excited, you want to make everything happen, but what ends up happening is that people just go out and they just buy something without even knowing what it is. And so before you get involved in YouTube, online presence, content creation, all that stuff, realize that YouTube itself is your biggest asset. I have attached a list of YouTube creators that I follow that have helped me get along to where I am. And so for anything from lighting to Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, all these different things that you combine to kind of get, you know, your toolbox or whatever of how you create content. No matter how far along you want to go or how little along you want to go. But anyway, it'll give you a, you know, just like a tip of the iceberg to get your feeling for it. You know, go into the shallow end before you just dive right in. Drop $1,000. All right, thing number 2 that you need to know is, hey, you got to prepare for the winter. Prepare for the winter.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming.
Okay, when you're starting a small business, 99.9% of all businesses in the US are small businesses. And what does that mean? That means that, hey, you can succeed, you can get out there, but that also means there's a lot of competition, right? A lot of competition. Also, 20% of all small businesses fail within the first year, all right? And 50% within the first 5 years. So you gotta get out there, you gotta grind, and you also have to make your dollar go as far as it can go. I'm gonna go through with you some of the things that I think that maybe that $100 a month, even if they let you do it, sometimes they make you pay $1,000 straight up, and that's just $1,000 out of your pocket. Heck no, don't do it. On the front end, when you're sitting here grinding, trying to content create, $100 a month can go a long way with some of these ways that you can help save time and money and actually make yourself look way more professional in doing so. All right, the third thing that you need to know, avoid charlatans. I know what you're saying. How do I avoid a charlatan or a con man? I mean, it's not like they have a sign that says charlatan or con man. They'll even tell you this. They'll say their riches are in the niches. Or in the niches, right? Okay, but then they'll have a platform in which they say, well, we're gonna guide you to your niche, to your niche. We're gonna show you how to find that thing. And they try to kind of get themselves off the hook of their own pitch, right? It's crazy. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, I let you go to these things. Anybody that can add value to your business, especially when you're a small business, like if you're giving you a free seminar, you can pick up one little nugget of gold. Hey, go check it out. Just don't be a sucker, right? Don't get sold, right? But go check it out. So I went to this guy's thing and I just couldn't help but notice so many similarities between other guys that I've either read a book for, like Gary Vee, like I've read his book, Crushing It. Grant Cardone, everybody knows who that guy is. It's his 10X stuff. I haven't really been that into it, but anyway, I just couldn't help to see the similarities between these two guys. And then I go to this event at this church and he says this.
But the world is trying to convince you to copy other people, model success, hack other people. Imposter syndrome at an all-time high. How are you supposed to find favor uniquely on the call in your life trying to be like somebody else?
And then I just can't help but think, like, is this guy serious? Is this guy really serious? I mean, he might actually think he's helping somebody. Just because somebody has perfect intentions, or just because somebody has somewhat good intentions, they think, sometimes, and people are crazy, they can convince themselves that they're actually helping people when they're not really helping people.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
So listen, I selected Video Ranking Academy by Think Media by Cannell. Why? I did because he has proof in the pudding.
Aha! The proof is in the pudding.
He has a program that he can actually build successful YouTube channels because he's got over 2 million followers. So clearly the guy can do it, right? Also, recommendations. I've seen many people say, like, you have a reference saying, yes, I did this and I was successful, so you too maybe could be successful. So look for that. Look for people that are recommending it. Look for people that are referring it. If not a lot of people are, not a lot of reviews out there. I mean, if you've been around for 7 years and you got one review, I don't know, that sounds a little fishy, right?
Something smells fishy.
So watch out for those charlatans. They sell you one time and then you're really backtracked because then what? You're paying out the nose for something you didn't even really need that much. Oh, that hurts. So yeah, so when it comes to charlatans, anybody who is trying to tell you that everybody is a good fit, they could sell everybody. It's, you, say your mom, your cousin, your aunt, they could all buy it. You guys should all buy it. Do you have a small business? Well, you should start one just to buy my program because I'm gonna make you millions. Anybody that's acting like they have lightning in a bottle or something like that, what's that smell?
Something smells.
Smells fishy. Smells a little fishy. Thing number 4 that you need to know. They say time is your most valuable asset, and that is very true. But sometimes money can buy you a little bit of time. You pay for a service, you pay for something that will actually help you jump into what you're really good at rather than bogging you down and all these administrative, I'm in Photoshop doing this, I'm trying to edit this animation, but I'm not really great at it in After Effects. There's a couple services that you can pay for, and so instead of going out on the front end and paying the $1,000 for some guy to tell you that you're gonna have to do exactly that you're gonna have to go out and you're gonna have to buy story blocks in Canva, and then you're gonna have to pay for some sort of content creation editing software. Some people go out and they wanna use the cheaper stuff, but everybody knows you get what you pay for. I pay $40 a month for Adobe because I get After Effects, I get Photoshop, I get Audition to edit audio, I get Premiere Pro, obviously, that's the main one. And then you have story blocks. All right, I'm gonna have another video where I get into the nitty gritty of top 5 tools to save money as a content creator. I will be posting that very soon. But the bottom line is that,
and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All these things added up per month. You also need Dropbox. I like Dropbox, I use Dropbox. I also have Google Drive. I tried to start converting my stuff over to Google Drive, but for me, I know something about Dropbox, I like it, so I pay that. But anyway, $110, $120 a month that you're paying towards all these services that really save you time and they make you look professional. And so that's where the money should go, really, on the front end. All right, the last thing, number 5, we're all the way down the road. Number 5 is budget, budget, budget. You gotta be penny wise and pound foolish sometimes, but most of the time you gotta be penny wise and pound wise too. You just gotta make sure that every dollar you spend wherever it's going, because depending on what you're doing, like I do a little bit of sketch comedy, so I have to think about, hey, I might have to get some sort of wardrobe, some sort of costume, some sort of budgeting for a video that I might be able to produce, or maybe you're going to review something. Maybe you need some equipment or something. You know, all these things, like you are going to need it. You're going to need a camera, right? You're going to need lights. You're going to need a mic. You're going to need a computer that can handle all the type of processes. You're going to need storage systems. You're going to need, right? You're always going to need something greater. Like right now, I've got it's like the next camera, right? The next, you start thinking about, oh, I'm going to get this aperture, you know, light, one light for like $1,500. You're like, I got my eyes on a light. That's $1,500. Right? It's crazy. It's insane.
You know when they say it's so crazy it just might work?
But you always have to be planning for the future. And so because of that, you really have to pay attention to where your money's going and what you're spending it on. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? You know, watch these channels I've attached. Go check out VRA. Go check out Video Ranking Academy. And click on it, check it out. It might be a good fit for you. My next top 5, check it out, coming up soon. Top 5 ways for content creators to save money. Like I said, I know we just want to dish out money to be able to get someone to tell us exactly, here's the map to success, do this. But the truth is that what you're gonna end up doing is that you're gonna go pay for this training, and then they're gonna say, well, you should get Storyblocks in Canva and Epidemic Sound or something like that, or Envato or whatever. And you also should get some sort of editing software. It's like, you know, Final Cut, that's not really gonna make the cut, so you need to pay for Premiere Pro. Oh yeah, Adobe After Effects, do you know about that? Oh, how about Audition? Do you know how to use Photoshop? And animation, how about that? All these are the things that you're gonna have to learn how to do anyway. There's so much information out there, so listen, to save yourself time on the front end, go for the services and try to take the free training, you know, because we live in this world of try it before you buy it. So just do the free trials and try this and try that and train yourself up and learn from different people and do that on the front end, all right? My next video, my next top 5, check it out, coming up soon. Top 5 ways for content creators to save money, all right? So, hey, if you liked my video, if you thought this was interesting, hey, check out, I do stand-up comedy as well, so I'll be posting that. I do sketch comedy as well, so I'll be checking that out. So if you like my videos, like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, right? And subscribe. Also hit that little bell, the little ding, so you don't miss it when I have new stuff that comes out. Yeah, please support the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Oh yes, if you have any questions or comments, things that you want to know, things you want to learn about, or whatever. Hey, I'm not the greatest at it, but because I'm just a comedian, but I can teach you and dumb it down for you so you can kind of understand, because that's what I had to do for myself. So anyway, I'm Jimmy. Y'all have a great day.
A Jimmy Brennan production.